right. Today we're going to talk about scales. We're going to play the scale, major scale, and we're going to play the arpeggio. There are three scales that count twice. You have F sharp that counts twice because it's enharmonic with a G flat major. So when asked to play an F sharp scale or a G flat scale, I like to think in sharps. And what is in F sharp? What is your everything is sharp except what? An F sharp.
E and B.
Well, that's B major. It's actually B.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is sharp except for B, all right? So why don't we try that scale, all right? And you don't have to play scales fast, okay? Like, especially for the NISMA festival or any festival solo that you do, you just have to play the scale in the same way throughout. You can't go dum, dum, da, 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 dum. It has to be like dum, bum, 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 or bum, 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 bum. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try to play the scale and the arpeggio that goes with it. Okay? All right. So bum, dum, 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 dum. So what you want to do is when you play the arpeggio, it's going to be the root, the third, the fifth, and then I go back up to the root. Bum, 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 bum. Back down to the root. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, little do you know, though, and this goes for most cases, is that if you know all your major scales, you actually know your minor scales. Because all you have to do is figure out what the relative major is to play the minor. For example, okay, if I said to you, play a D minor scale, okay, we have to figure out what the relative major is to D minor. So I like to count it on the trumpet. We go 4 half steps. So we'll go D, E flat, E, F. Relative major is F major. And in F major, we have 1 flat. That's how we figure out our minor scales, okay? So we're going to do the minor scale, okay? We're going to do D minor without the arpeggio, okay?
So just a B flat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, if I said play an E minor scale, okay, what would be the relative major to
G major.
E minor? Precisely. And you count again 4 half steps up. E, F, natural, F sharp, and G. Okay. So let's play the E minor scale.
F
okay.
sharp. Yes.
Yeah. 2. All right. Try it again?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just 1 sharp. Just 1 sharp. Yeah, 1 sharp. Good, good. All right, let's do an A flat major scale. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And it is important to use your slides. and you want to make sure that they're lubricated.
Mhm.
Mine, however, needs a little drop of oil, and that's what I like to use on my third valve slide. I use valve oil on it. If you use something thick, like slide grease, you're not going to be able to move the slide. And, you know, you should really oil these things often. They dry out. And then you kind of stuck. Okay. All right. So now let's do an A. Let's do an A minor scale. Okay. So what is the relative major to A minor?
A, B flat, B, C, C sharp scale,
Oh, down a half step.
C scale.
C scale. So no sharps and no flats. So let's play that. 1, 2, 3. All right, very good. Okay, let's try a B flat major scale. Okay. Now here comes one of these scales that count twice, okay? Because if asked to play a C flat scale, you're not going to think in flats, you're going to think in sharps. You're going to play in your mind because it's going to come out the same. It's an enharmonic scale, okay? Basically, an enharmonic tone is a, it's called an enharmonic tone, and it's a note that has a different spelling but sounds the same. For example, you take a B natural and you take a C flat. They both have a different spelling, but they come out sounding the same because they're both played with the middle vowel. Hence why we are, you know, going to play a B scale instead of a C flat scale. Okay, and in a B scale, how many notes are sharp in a B scale?
Everything except for B and E.
Correct. 1, 2,